Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to this year's last POCO's launch event, and thank you all for joining the stream today. My name is Angus, and I'm Head of Product Marketing at POCO. As a lot of our fans know, POCO, a sub-brand, was formed in 2018 under Xiaomi. Ever since then, our name became quite well known in the industry, and that's all thanks to the first product, the POCO F1. Then earlier this year, we came back and launched the POCO F2 Pro, the powerfully cool phone. Then, just 2 months ago, we launched the all-around mid-ranger that disrupted the market. Now, with the success, as of right now, on a global scale, we have over 6 million POCO phones chosen by our fans. Everyone, please welcome Kevin.
My name is Kevin. I'm very honored to be with all of you today. As Angus mentioned, we started as sub-brand and Xiaomi, but that has changed this year. This year, the POCO brand has gone independent. When it comes to the personality and the spirit of the POCO team, we realize one thing, that our team is just like our POCO fans. We all have the attitude, POCO attitude. We are different, confident, and most importantly, passionate about what we love. Technology that can really make a difference on a daily basis. So we are very excited to share with what we plan to launch today. That's a POCO community. This is a place where we want to learn even more from you, but more importantly, allow our fans to have a place where they share their love for POCO or technology in general.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, from a product level, here at POCO, we will stay firm with 3 product promises. Technology that matters, amazing pricing, and reliable quality. Now, these 3 promises has been the standard for all of the products we create. And today, we will bring you the entry-level M series, the POCO M3. Now, for the POCO M3, it is more than you expect. It's time to go beyond the average entry-level expectations and create a new era. Let's start with battery, a feature that is already quite good at the entry smartphone segment, but we took it even further. Now, 5,000 milliamp is pretty good, but for the POCO M3, we have a gigantic 6,000 milliamp battery. And when you need to charge up, we do support 18-watt quick charge. Of course, an inbox charger included. An average smartphone charging cycle count at a normal room temperature is roughly around 800 cycles, and at high temperature, around 500 cycles. For the POCO M3, we have a high cycle count battery that can reach up to 1,000 cycles under room temperature and 600 under high temperature, providing more battery lifespan than your average smartphone. So POCO M3 battery, gigantic 6,000 milliamp, supports 18-watt quick charge with an inbox charger, a high charge cycle battery. This is more battery than you expect. Then we have camera. We all know camera is a hot focus point in the smartphone industry itself. At the entry level, a lot of companies out there tend to put a low megapixel main camera to settle. So instead of a 12 megapixel main camera, for the POCO M3, we have a very capable main camera pushing out 48 megapixel. On top of our 48 megapixel camera, we also have 2 other lenses to push out even more modes for our fans to try out and explore their creativity. We have a macro camera for up-close shots, capturing things from a zoomed-in perspective, a depth sensor to take some awesome portrait shots. First, we have the 48 megapixel, and you can just see the immense detail in this image. We also explored night mode in scenarios where you might actually use. Then, we have portrait mode, using the depth sensor, the details on this image. Now we have my favorite, macro mode. At first look, not many people can probably guess what this is. This is actually a tiny part of a custom PC's rig liquid cooling system. Along with all the different lenses we have also pushed out some really cool features for the POCO M3. We have Movie Frame. In Movie Frame, you're giving all your images a more cinematic feel, making it look even more professional and capturing even more. Then, we also have time-lapse. Then we have color focus, and now it will change the background to black and white, while the model remains still in color. And like always, we would love our fans to show what they've taken with the POCO M3. With our 48 megapixel main camera that can capture amazing details, depth sensor and macro camera that allows you to shoot close and with personality. What about viewing? How good is the POCO M3's display? For the POCO M3, we have a 6.53-inch large display, a 90.34% screen-to-body ratio. But we also took good care of our screen. With Corning Gorilla Glass protection technology, the POCO M3 screen is more durable. POCO M3 is more than you expect, so we decided to add in FHD+. Now, this is a massive difference. For example, the comparison between HD+ and FHD+ on this image from afar, you may not see the difference. But when you're actually spending some time watching something, the difference is massive. It's basically comparing 720p and 1080p. So let's sum it up. A large 6.53-inch display that features a 90.34 screen-to-body ratio, one of the best in the entry segment. Instead of HD+, it has FHD+, which offers 1080p resolution. And actually, it's both Widevine L1 and TÜV Rheinland Low Blue Light certified. And performance, we put a Snapdragon 662, which is the latest 4G 600 series processor launched by Qualcomm this year. Now, this Snapdragon 662 is really good. With an 11-nanometer FinFET technology, it's very power efficient, which is the perfect partner with our massive 6,000 milliamp battery. And we did that test for you. The Snapdragon 662 actually outperforms the 665 in an Antutu performance test by quite a bit. We also have 4 gig of LPDDR4X RAM. This is a very popular RAM technology used through all segments of phones, whether it's flagship or mid-range. And when it comes to storage, write speed is also very good. Not only we have up to 128 gigabyte of option, we also put UFS 2.2 technology in the POCO M3 to ensure any loading time can be reduced as much as possible. But with the latest 600 series processor in the POCO M3 and a very good RAM and ROM technology, the POCO M3 has a very good overall performance. Lastly, the design. Now, I've left this to the last, not because we did not put effort in. Actually, it's the very opposite. We've made some small design moves on the POCO M3. First, we decided to put the POCO logo on the top right corner of the phone. We have the POCO M3 in Power Black, POCO M3 in Cool Blue, yellow, POCO Yellow. And when it comes to the texture of the POCO M3, it's an anti-fingerprint texture back. With just less than 1 millimeter of thickness, your POCO M3 will be well stable on a flat surface. It weighs just 198 grams, features a dual speakers, giving you more sound, more immersive, and more clear experience. We also have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and the IR blaster. It's just what you expected. And on the side of the POCO M3, we do have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor that also acts as a power button. So 3 awesome, awesome colors. Lightweight, great audio experience with some must-have features. And now price. Or actually, I like to call it value. If you take a look at our features and specs, you can see we beat out the Samsung A3 One and the Oppo A5 III in almost every single feature. Well, the POCO M3, for our 4GB and 64GB variant, we have an amazing price at $149 US. For the 4GB plus 128GB option, we have an amazing price at $169 US. So let's do a summary. POCO M3 starting at $149 and $169 in 3 very cool colors. For Black Friday, we're going to give you something special. Instead of us starting at $149 US, you can get the 4GB and 64GB variant at $129. And the higher variant, instead of $169, you're going to get it at $149. Now, different platforms will have different duration of the sale, so make sure you check it out as soon as possible. But don't worry, we do have more channels for more fans around the world. So please follow our social media accounts in your region to stay up to date on when it will be available. We've really enjoyed sharing with you guys this year.
And thank you all for joining us on the online launch.
Now we're heading towards the end of 2020, and the POCO team look forward to see you guys very, very soon in 2021 with some big news.
Stay safe. Until next time.